hear you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look! This is crazy!
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
No cóż, witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Jest to ostatni odcinek z Assassin's Creed'a Revelations. Taki był krótki wstęp. No i co, jesteśmy znowu na wyspie Animusa, która się rozpada po prostu.
Here it comes. What is that? What's going on? This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion. What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Don't do this. I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
16 się poświęcił, uratował nas. A my idziemy dalej. Tyle. Na ostatnie rzeczy z Ezio.
These lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Ciekawy, ile ta siostra Ezia pożyła Klaudia, bo nie jest to podane, kiedy ona zmarła, bo Ezio zmarł w 1524, nie wiem, więc miał 12 lat życia, kiedy to się dzieje przed sobą. No ale jesteśmy w Masyafie. Znowu. Gdyż byliśmy już tam na samym początku gry. Dobra, powrót do domu. Zaakceptujemy tę misję.
Such a climb.
Czemu ona musi iść? Nie możemy biec.
This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up, then set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
No i dobra. Ezio troszeczkę pogadał, ale my też dotarliśmy. I musimy...
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice.
Ciekawe ile... Sobie nic nie wspominał do tych zamieszkach, co się tam działo. Ktoś mogła słyszeć przecież. No dobra, mamy teraz zagadkę, tak jak było w drugiej części.
The end of the road.
Dobra.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
I tak, mamy tutaj to
Knowledge above all else.
Delit zmysł orła, Jezu.
A prolific writer.
Dobra, i
Built
tak.
this place as a repository for all his wisdom.
Dobra.
He saw many things in his life and learned many secrets. Both
Ja już wiem, gdzie
and
to trzeba po prostu
strange.
dawać.
Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Tego mi to tak szybko idzie. Po prostu.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
To nie było dla mnie żaden problem, nie, po prostu pamiętałem już. No i dobra, nie możemy też biec, no kurna. Naprawdę nigdy nie możemy biec. Dobra, jest musi pozapalać. Wszędzie rzeczy. No ale dobrze.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
Mamy Altaira z tym pistoletem też na ręce.
Requiescat in pace, Altair.
I ostatni kluczyk. 6 de facto. Mamy wspomnienie ostatnie Altaira.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not
Strasznie
understand.
szybko posiwiał ten jego syn.
Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
Krypta się zamyka razem z Altairem. Dobrze. No musimy idzie nam wczytywać teraz, nie?
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Gasimy
What does it tell you?
światełka.
What do you see?
Żeby
Strange visions and messages
było ciemność.
of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Tam już świeci miejsce, gdzie schowamy jabłko.
What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria. If you are asked, say I set the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Wziąć na chwilę i odpocząć. No zawsze tak się to źle kończy, nie? Jak usiąść, przysiedł na chwilę, skończy tak, że postać umiera. Siądnięcie na chwilę przez jakąś postać. W wielu filmach też tak się działo, tylko nie wiem co przypomnieć. Przynajmniej poprawiałeś jakość tych szkieletów, porównując do 2. Okej.
Another artifact.
Mamy jabłuszko.
You will stay here.
Teraz już to powiem. W sumie nadchodzi nam de facto już tylko filmy, więc dziękuję de facto za całą serię. No, jeszcze będę przez jakiś czas tutaj. Filmik na napisach się pożegnamy już finalnie.
Now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
Ezio porzuca ścieżkę.
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed, to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries. Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
No i mamy teraz w ogóle... O!
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
No i co, teraz mamy jak wyglądał koniec świata tamtej cywilizacji. Pokazany. Rozbłysk słoneczny zrobił swoje po prostu.
earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
I know what we need to do.
No i co? Tym oto sposobem kończy się ta gra. Mamy tutaj znowu przez chwilę Ezja, ale mamy już napisy końcowe. Myślę, że cała trylogia na moim kanale mi się spodobała. No, troszeczkę odcinków zajęło, no zwłaszcza druga część najdłużej trwała. Te Brotherhood i Revelations były krótsze. Ale mam nadzieję, że wam się to się podobało. Więc piszcie jakieś komentarze, możecie proponować, co będzie jako następne. No i cóż, widzimy się w innych filmach na moim kanale. Jeśli Total War będą nadal, co do innych jakichś save, no to się będę zastanawiać. Chociaż tutaj się skłaniam w kierunku Metra 2033 albo The Elder Scrolls Obliviona. Takie dwie pozycje, które na ten moment bym ograł, a co potem to jeszcze nie wiem, więc cóż. Z wami żegnam po raz ostatni z gry Assassin's Creed Revelations. No i co? Do zobaczenia na moim kanale. Na razie.